World leaders are in Paris for a major summit on climate change. 145 heads of state and government are gathering for the crunch talks, which will last 12 days. Organisers say the level of engagement between nations has been unprecedented. Chinese President Xi Jinping was one of the first to touch down in Paris. His country, along with the US, is considered by many climate change activists to be among the world's chief polluters, whose economic development has been promoted at the expense of the planet. In cities across the world, mass demonstrations were held ahead of the summit, with protesters calling for real change.
I think the politicians are certainly becoming aware that a lot of the people of the planet are really worried about this issue and really feel it's a serious threat. So hopefully they will respond, and I think that's part of the aim of this march and these marches going on all over the world.
The leader of the UK opposition, Jeremy Corbyn, was in attendance, as were a number of celebrities.
The rotten financial system is the cause of all our problems: poverty, war, climate change.
In Paris, clashes broke out between protesters and police. A giant climate march had been expected to bring 200,000 people onto the streets, but the action was forbidden by French authorities in light of the terror attacks which took place in the city on November 13th and claimed 130 lives. Those attacks by Islamic State are likely to play an important role at the summit. Ostensibly about climate change, Canada's new Prime Minister suggested that it would be an opportunity for leaders to discuss other global issues.
It was a tremendous pleasure to have lunch today with President Hollande and his senior ministers to talk about a broad range of issues that are a common cause, not just for Canada and France, but for countries around the world, whether it be security and terrorism issues, whether it be refugee issues and countering radicalization, or whether it be the big subject that draws us together, the fight against climate change.
A key goal for the climate meeting will be for countries to build on various national plans to limit greenhouse gas emissions beyond 2020. Whatever is agreed to at the Paris conference, the 6-year process leading up to it has resulted in 155 governments submitting national climate action plans for the coming decades. And that, say analysts, is in itself a huge achievement.